Yo, what is good, Lakewood fam? As you guys can tell, I am very hyped about today's chapter, Boruto chapter 70. Co-limiters being removed, maybe, possibility, Amado kidnapped. Oh man, everything's crazy. Um, so we're gonna pretty much do a breakdown, review. Thank you guys for listening, first and foremost. So let's just get into it by now. I'm gonna go, as I go. I'm just pretty much gonna go through as a quick summary, so I can express more about my thoughts. Long story short, we're back in the room where Amado, Code, Ida, Shikamaru is in right now, as Amado's being held captive by Code, and Ida's obviously dealing with Shikamaru. Shikamaru cannot leave Ida's grip because of her enchantment abilities, which later on throughout the chapter they tell us what her ability specifically called. Naruto actually comes up, and Shikamaru pretty much tells them to stay out the room because he doesn't want to jeopardize them or let them get caught in any of the jutsu. So Naruto's pretty much at bay while Shikamaru is trying to deal with the situation as much as possible. Eventually, Sasuke and Boruto pull up as well. Ida obviously noticed that with her eye, so pretty easy. And then they finally tell us what her ability is, and it's called the Shinragan. So it allows you to see anything that is transpiring within the world currently, in the future, and in the past. I'm just gonna let you guys let it sink in. That's way too OP. There's no way, man. That's why Shikamaru was pretty much stuck when he saw this. So with that being said, he's like, man, how do we even counter something like this? And on top of that, she can listen to their conversation. So it's safe to say that Ida and Damon, two cyborgs that were created by Amado, are one of the most dangerous things he's ever created. And it's just ridiculous. So Shikamaru continues to tell her to persuade her to come to the Leaf Village, and I'm pretty sure she probably declined. So anyway, we fast forward to Kawaki Asumori. She tell him what's going on with the karma being back on Kawaki's hand. Kawaki said, I actually need this thing. It has mentally grown on him along as physically as well. He's much stronger than he was previously. But again, she has actually stated that she thinks that Amado is playing with Kawaki's emotions by installing the karma on him without his permission. And to be fair, I honestly don't trust Amado. Nobody's going to come up. You're a former enemy. You run away from the organization that pretty much gave you power. You run away for your own motives. You go seek hideout in the Leaf Village. And then you try to have negotiations. And obviously Naruto, being a trusting Hokage and everything, allows for him to come in and with certain circumstances. And honestly, I foreshadowed him doing this, like when Kawaki first had his karma revived by Amado without permission, and everybody was starstruck about that. So, it's not new to me. Like, I can tell by his character that he's some sneezing weasel, and he's going to do what he has to do for his own sake. So he even created Delta again, but for the Leaf Village. And to me, that's not weird. I think that's a good asset, but I also think that's very strange. It's like a win-win situation. Oh, you give me hospitality, I'm going to help you out. But then once I help you out, then I'm going to the next stage and I'm leaving you guys in the dust. So I've obviously never really trusted this character. So leave in the comments if you guys actually do trust him and foreshadow this. But I knew at the back of my hand that his character, it just smelled of non-trusting. Regardless, some guys are just not meant to trust. Anyways, back to the chapter. Kawaki pretty much notices that Code and Ida are there eventually. Code is pretty much antagonizing Amado about telling him to remove his limiters and all this. And Shikamaru says, I'm trying to get the situation under control. And then Ida finally notices that Kawaki's finally on the move as he shrunk himself to go in the air vent. So he's coming right now. And then Shikamaru is trying to plead a bargain with Amado and everybody else. And then Amado pretty much told him, back off. and leave it alone for now and let them retreat and whatnot. But he didn't know that they were going to bring him with them. So that's the dilemma there. So he's pretty much telling them, again, Amato's scheme is coming out as he's talking about all the stuff he had within his head about how he planned to go about this and whatnot. So he pretty much says, let's just wait until Boruto and Kawaki can go against Code and Ida, because Ida can captivate everybody except for those that are Osotsuki, which is exactly Boruto and Kawaki at this time. So they're the only two that can actually not be captivated by her jutsu. So he pretty much hints at a future time skip, saying, let them just go and wait and give time for Kawaki and Boruto to get stronger. If that doesn't tell you guys that there's a time skip coming, it's coming pretty soon. Anyway, we say that, then pretty much Code actually snucks Amato into his claw marks, and Amato just goes with them. And then Shikamaru is like, yo, what's going on? Where is he going? And then Ida pretty much, she pretty much tells him no about the deal. So, and then she forces Delta to kick Shikamaru. Shikamaru dodges it and whatnot, but Ida ends up leaving, and then Ko ends up leaving. Again, Ida left, but she thanks Shikamaru for the conversation and being so delightful with the offer about joining the Leaf Village to see Kawaki and all that. It's very a weird thing that she's so in love with Kawaki and has never met him, so that's something else. But then they all leave together. Kawaki eventually comes out the air vent because he's shrunk back to normal size. He asks Shikamaru, where did they go? What happened? Where's Amato? And he tells him Amato's with Code in the group now, and he doesn't even know what's going on. He could be dead, and for all he knows. So it fast forwards to Code's, Ida's, and Damon's hideout. And obviously Code is threatening Amato to remove it. And it says, no more stalling. And then obviously Amato tries to plead his case for the most part to say, hey, if you spare my life, I promise you I will not hesitate to remove your limiters. And for those that don't know, that when Code limiters are removed, he is stronger than what Jigen was at the time. So that's what I'm saying. And he also stated that in the battle against Kawaki, he said he wouldn't have an issue with Kawaki if his limiters was removed. So just to give you guys a heads up, so you know how Kawaki is OP'd right now and shows Boroshiki when it's controlled. Code is much stronger apparently. So that being said, that's why I said there's something that's scary to look forward to. Obviously, Amato keeps pleading and whatnot, and then he tells him the code, and the code is actually, there's no dress code. Yeah, you heard that correctly. That the code is, there's no dress code. So the limiters are removed. There's a huge shockwave within the hideout, and there's a noticeable difference between how Code looked before and after their limiters were removed. It kind of looks like he's Master Ultra Instinct, if I'm being real, because his hair is upright. It looks like he's half Super Saiyan. Honestly, I like the design. He looks really sick with it. He looks really dope with it. I like it a lot. You can tell by his hair. His eyes, obviously, it's not colored yet from the manga. Damon says it's white, which means his hair is white. Again, which relates to the MUI. And you can see his karma on his arm. It's still the white karma that he has. And he says, it's finally nice to not be weak anymore. And he just looks sick. I like this a lot, honestly. So this is something to truly look forward to. And then he tells Amato, he said, sorry for injuring you throughout this process. And then he threatens to relieve him of his suffering by killing him. And that's how they leave off the cliffhanger. So pretty much, this has been a great chapter. I liked it. I like when they have more social interactions. Don't get me wrong, I'm more of an action person, but sometimes with the social interaction between different characters, it allows the chapter to be progressing a lot longer, because with action it's very short in my opinion. So it was a very enjoyable chapter. If I had to get a scale between 1 to 10, I'll give it an 8.5 to 9. And let me know what you guys feel like they could have improved on. What you guys feel about this chapter? How you feel about code limiters being removed? I didn't think it would be that easy, but again, it's been prolonged. So again, time skip is upon us at this point because it should have been on this point a while ago. But I can definitely see it coming in the near future. Like, I'm pretty sure they will do a time skip. This is just my guess and my opinion. By the end of the year, they will finally do it. Because honestly, I don't see Cole immediately attacking the Leaf Village again. I think he's going to try to plan things out, or he might just go straight for it. And he's that crazy and psycho. And we have seen him be a sociopath before. So I don't put it behind him. And hey, that makes more drama for everything. I just hope no more of the special or important characters in the Naruto verse ends up dying because they end up killing all the OGs. But again, guys, this chapter was very lit. I liked it a lot. I like how they put a minimal thing to Sasuke and Naruto for now. I am happy with Sasuke being with Boruto, so that's something good to see. Again, if Code decides to actually attack the village, I look forward to Naruto and Sasuke working together with their powers. Obviously, it's been nerfed together, but I think the only one that can really stand a chance is Kawaki and Boruto. And Boruto with Baroshiki powers controlled. And with that being said, guys, let me know how you guys feel. Again, this is another video, and I will be covering the Dragon Ball Super. I forgot what chapter it was specifically, but then the chapter 84, I believe. That one is supposed to be another banger. So the month of May has been a huge W, and then you just have so many more things coming in the next couple of weeks. All right, guys, this is Lakewood 16. Have a good one.